what's going on. So we're gonna do this live. Give some people time to join the room. Life of Weeds, what's going on? Southbound, what's going on? Azar White, Shirley in the house. Frank, what's going on? Mag Dog TV family, good afternoon from Ottawa, Tennessee. That's nice. That's nice. How far is that from Nashville, Tennessee? Is that in that area? So in this live, we're gonna react to Professor Prime. He answered a lot of questions. They had a lot of different things that they spoke about. What's going on, Lee? I'm also gonna share the live for those that want to join after we react to Professor Prime. So let me share it. As you guys know, we are a few months away from the spring game, and I will be attending the spring game. I actually will be attending some of the practices as well in April. So the book is already flight. It's already scheduled. I scheduled my flight already. Everything is official, man. So that's definitely what we're doing. We also reached 20,000 subscribers. I want to thank all of you, um, for just being patient with me during the process of me learning the technology side of it, as well as getting you guys more creative content. So I definitely want to thank all of you on that. We will be giving out cash giveaways that will be coming up as well. So be on the lookout for that. So yeah, how you guys doing? Man, I love that you break stuff down. Most people hear one thing but don't know the circumstances behind it. Yeah, that's one of the things I had to continually keep doing, because I did realize a lot of people that follow my channel, they like that, and that's one of the things, one of the reasons why when I break down videos, I try to be as detailed as I can, giving it from a football perspective, because I do realize a lot of my followers, a lot of you guys enjoy that. So I try my best to do so. And that's another reason why I want to get out there and get some practices too, so I can kind of give you guys an idea of what goes on up close. So I think it's going to be great for the channel. Ramont, what's going on? He says, in the DHH in the house. Jeremiah, what's going on with you? I'm right on Tennessee, Georgia state line, not far from Chattanooga. What up from North Carolina? Kirk in the house. Mag Houston up in here. Go Buffs. Tuscaloosa from Birmingham. What are your thoughts on the DC? Um, you know, we're gonna get into that in a second. We're gonna get into that in a second. Very good question. The spring will be here pretty quickly. I'm so ready for them to start practicing. Yeah, I can't wait either. Francine, how you doing? Queen in the house. Shout out to Queen. She says, congratulations on 20K. Yeah, thank you a lot. Thank you a lot. Shirley, congratulations on 20K. Salute. Yeah, thank all of you. Thank all of you. Little Rock, Arkansas in the house. Legal Side Hustles in the house, man. The sports betting king. So yeah, let's go ahead and start reacting, man. If you guys want to donate, because I know a lot of you like to ask about that, I have the banner rolling. So Coach Prime slash Professor Prime, he spoke about some very important questions, and we're gonna all 51 of us gonna talk about it as I play these clips. So we're gonna play the first slide. Let's get it going.
6 after the spring, but we already got these young men already on standby, or we already are thinking that these young men may jump into the portal from wherever they are, and we need those positions fulfilled. But with youngsters now, say we have a freshman. Only a few freshmen played for us last year and played handsomely with playing time. Now, if they don't challenge to have a starting position in the spring, most likely those kids are going to jump in the portal and want to go somewhere else. So now you're left. So what we rather do is go get sophomore in college, a sophomore student that understands the bus stops, understand what time the class starts, to understand where they're going to eat, understand the meal time, understand how this stuff works. And we don't have to worry about them introducing themselves to the collegiate.
So basically what he's saying is, he prefer to go out there and get the guys from the transfer portal rather than getting guys from high school, and it makes a lot of sense because, high school, those kids pretty much, they don't know the routine. It takes some time for them to get their routine going. Not only that, but he spoke about there were some freshmen that played a little bit last year. We know Kamani McLean is one of the biggest names of freshmen that played last year, but you guys want to know why you hear a lot of great things about Kamani McLean? That's because he's trying to start. His goal is to start this upcoming season. But I'm sure Coach Prime wasn't talking about Kamani, but there is some guys that played a little bit, maybe Amarian Miller played a little bit, but if they don't start, there's a very high probability that they can hit that transfer portal. So, so I mean, because of that is why Coach Prime went out there and got guys like, all those different wide receivers. And then he went out there and got Cole Mathis. That's Caleb Mathis' brother. He's continuing adding wide receivers for that reason, to be prepared. And so, but I mean, everything Coach Prime has done to this point, 31 players that he has added in this 2024 class, 7 of them coming from high school, but majority is coming from that transfer portal. So that is why at first I didn't understand, like, why is Coach Prime grabbing so many of these guys like wide receivers and DBs? But it makes sense. Coach, as he said in this video, he's preparing for he has a backup plan. That's basically what he's saying, especially in this era now. Let me see what some of you guys saying before we get to the next slide. Can't wait to see Mag Dog TV in Boulder at practice in the spring game. Oh yeah, absolutely, 100%. I'm very excited as well. Very excited, and it's gonna be fun. It's definitely gonna be fun. Art Brew in coaching professional. 25K next stop. Yes, that's the goal, Dennis. Shout out to Dennis. Dennis is always out there around Boulder, man. He's gonna be very helpful for me when I get out there because he knows he's from there, so he knows how to get around. So it's gonna be helpful for me to have that connection with Dennis. Tony says, Texas here, appreciating your perspective. Much love, Texas. Tony, much love from Texas, man. I love me some Texas. Shelia says, congratulations. Yes, thank you. He's a wise man, genius. Amarian Miller as well. Yes, Amarian Miller, Dawson. There's a lot of freshmen that played a little bit that did get a chance to, that want to start this upcoming season. So it's going to be a grind, man. I cannot miss the spring game because I want to know, I want to have my eyes. And when I give you guys my opinion, I want to see it up close. It's one thing to see it in a well-off media video or Reach the People media video, but it's another thing to see it up close. You know what I'm saying? And so with me having some background of playing the game, I can kind of know what's real because Amarian Miller, that situation was a little bit confusing to me because seeing him play on TV and watching these videos that well-off media cut, Amarian Miller should have been playing a lot more. So maybe it's something that the camera is not showing, and that's why I feel like with me going in person is going to be helpful for the channel because I can give you guys a better analogy of a lot of things. Mama Tia in the house. Mama Tia says, "Yes, Lord, our trailblazer has achieved 20K. Coach Prime Masterclass was spot on. Waving fans. Yeah, shout out to Mama Tia. Appreciate you for that. You're absolutely correct. Coach Prime Masterclass. It's interesting as well. We're gonna get into it. I just want to see how you guys feel about it. I'm not sure if you know that was a class, not a yeah. That's why I call him Professor Prime. Is Kamani getting bigger or is video making? Oh, he's getting bigger. 100%. Kamani is definitely getting bigger. There's only so much you can do with a video to make your body look bigger. So now, Well Off Media, I'm sure, and Reach the People Media, those guys using the same cameras that they already had. I'm sure they don't have any kind of effective ways to make Kamani look bigger. Kamani just been grinding. I think I heard Kamani gained 10 pounds. It's not a fact, but yeah, he looked like he have, and it looked like muscle weight rather than just 10 pounds. Amarian is a bad practice player. Coach Prime mentioned it after the USC game. Yeah, that's why, like I said before, I want to see it. I want to see it up close. So let's get to the next slide.
Oh, what's Victor? Excuse me, Chidozie. He's like 5'11", about 285. Yeah. He's just a rock, and he walks like his arms are bow-legged, right? I was walking like that all day, right? And I was teasing him, but I was like, NFL scouts, you better get this man because they're gonna think he's a little short. But right now I'm selling him. I want them to understand that he got it, and I want to start off early, impregnating that in their mind, because we got supposedly the first and second pick of the whole draft, Shador and Travis. So every NFL scout is coming down, but they're not just going to come for that, because I want them to see the smorgasbord of players that we have and the operation that we have. So I just glean from whatever I feel. I don't really have a pattern, but whatever I feel.
I think that's absolutely amazing. To be a player and have a coach vouch for you the way Coach Prime does his players. Shadozi Nwankwo, I did see that video where he was joking about him walking around like this here, being so big, but he also said he's a first round capable type of player. And me coming from playing the game of football, I've never had a coach to just be verbally interested into helping me as far as my draft stock, the way Coach Prime does all of his players. And I think it's absolutely amazing. Shadozi is a beast. He's definitely a beast. And so I just feel like it's amazing of what Coach Prime does for those guys. And not only the players, but the people around him as well. As you guys know, the 2024 football schedule is officially released, and it's been a while since we actually spoke as far as a live video where I can actually get some of you guys' opinions as far as this schedule. So, of course, we have Nebraska on this schedule. Again, Colorado State. As Coach Prime stated, I wish Colorado State was the first game, because we know the history behind that game. We know all the things been said between the coaches and the wife. I'm not even gonna mention their names, but we know that game there is circled. Texas Tech, that's going to be a very good game. As you guys know, a lot of these guys are from Florida, so that the game that they play in Florida are going to be huge as well. Especially for Jimmy Horn. He mentioned it. Jimmy Horn have someone he knows that played at Kansas as well. So there's a lot of very good names on this schedule as far as teams. Eric Turner says, I hope Amarian stays. He says, I hope Amarian stays. I can see him being one of the starters. His junior year, he may get upset. Yeah, I agree with you 100%. What's going on East Coast? Oh no, let me see. Let me try it again. All right, can you say something now?
Hey, what's up? Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you. What's going on?
Peace and blessings, man. Happy Sunday, brother.
Yeah, happy Sunday, happy Sunday. So
Um,
what's your thoughts so far as far as what we're talking about?
well, I'm gonna say this: the fan in me really wants to win all of these games, but I'm looking at it like this: I want Colorado and not just the team, but the coaches to take every game like it's a game that they can get beaten.
Mm,
And I say that because coaches just don't want to beat Colorado; they really want to beat Coach Prime.
mm.
They want to be, and to show proof of that, I go back to the Oregon game. Dan Lanning came out, had his press conference, had the pre-meeting, the pre-game meeting. He said, "Rooted in substance, not flash. This game is played on the turf, not in Hollywood." So he wanted to beat Coach Brown so bad that he brought his. He had no other game. You go to his season. He didn't do this for any other game. Go to his season. He did this for this game directly.
Yep, and I think as long as Coach Prime is coaching, regardless of where he at, they're going to continually act that way because it's prime time. So he have to be ready for the smoke every single week.
Every single week. These teams are gunning for him. They're gunning for the team. They mainly gunning for him, but it's the team as well because they're in the spotlight. And Lord knows if they ever get into the national championship.
So as far as the schedule go, is there any games on this schedule do you feel like that's going to be a very big challenge? Would you say?
I say take every game as a challenge,
Mm,
but that North Dakota game, Nebraska. I think Matt Rule is going to want to get some get back,
yep.
and I think. I feel like we could have beat Utah last year if we had the trenches right, because we almost beat them, and we almost beat Arizona.
Yep.
Utah, they kind of played us because those 2 touchdowns that he took back, but we could have really beat them. We could have ended the year off with a win. But mainly them first 3 games is what I'm a little bit worried about because I know Colorado State gonna win get some get back. Every team is gonna play this team like it's a national championship. I promise you.
I agree with you, and I feel like that. For them, if Coach Prime and them can get to the playoffs, I know that's their goal. It's going to definitely have to be every single week, like you said. Every single week they're going to come with it. Based off of what you've been seeing on Well Off Media, shout out to those guys, Reach the People Media, all those guys. How do you feel as far as where they stand in the spring from the workout standpoint?
I'll tell you one thing. I could see a real big difference in the way they work out and the way they train. They got a real hungry aspect to them, and
Yeah.
I really see it. They not just having the military there, that's good and great, and respect to our men and women in the service, but I can see it's a different type of hunger right now. This is not I want to do it. This I need it. I need it more than I need. There's this saying that if you want to succeed, you gotta want success more than you want to breathe, and I can see that with the team.
So we're gonna play the third slide. Just give it a pause for a second.
But everybody's talking about NIL.
Right.
Say NIL. That's all you've seen. All these college athletes, and you named 5 people. This is not NIL. This is not the day of NIL. That's what it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
But it's collectives. And that's where it went wrong instead of staying right. I wish it was NIL so the kids could earn it, because now you got a ball for a CEO to invest in you. You think I'm going to have, just say, $100 million company, and I'm going to invest in a college kid that I don't know nothing about,
right,
and he could be in a deer in a headlights and get drunk after the game, and now my company brand is on it. There's no way. So you kind of wait till those kids kind of prove to you that they can handle the light, they can handle the stage, they can handle the opportunity. Then you may afford to give them that. But we're talking about collective.
So what's your thoughts as far as what Coach Prime said as far as the NIL?
I think he's right. You know, I see why Nick Saban retired. You know what I'm saying? Nobody want to deal with that nonsense every Sunday, every preseason, no postseason, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And you know, I see why he left. I feel like kids should get paid. You know what I'm saying? Because these coaches are getting paid. Saban was getting what 11 million a year,
Yep.
but it's just got. I feel like it got to be some control and some order to it.
Yeah, and I feel like the NIL deal has ruined the hunger as well, because when when we was playing, we wanted to work hard so we could get that. You know what I'm saying? We wanted to get to the league, so we bust our behind in that fashion. But now with this already given, a lot of coaches aren't like Coach Prime. A lot of coaches are willing to give it to you just off of status, what you did in high school, that 5-star situation. And so I,
Yeah.
I definitely think it has ruined the game, and that's why Nick Saban left early, because he has no control over these guys. Like, what can you tell me if I'm making $300,000 and $400,000? Some of these guys making millions of dollars. I mean, what can you tell me now?
Hey, I wanted to ask you what you think of because I think somebody just put it in the chat, like Travis Hunter and his lady got engaged.
Oh wow, for real! Congratulations, man!
Yeah.
Shout out to Sunfire Brown as well. I see your comment, but yeah,
Hmm.
that's me personally. I mean, that's the goal. I mean, it seems like he, been that's someone that he loves. They've been together for a while, from my understanding. And I mean, every time I see Travis Hunter not on the football field, he's with her. So I think it's great. What's your thoughts on it?
I think it's good too. I think that he's a homebody. He's not really a go out type of guy. He's even alluded to it. So, it gives them some structure and some discipline. Especially when you find somebody that you like, you keep them, And she been with him since day one, to, coming out of high school, when he wasn't before Travis Hunter was Travis Hunter, like how we know him. She's been with him ever since. So, I mean, you get somebody good like that. And I tell that to the fellas, you get a good woman. There's a lot of good women out here. And then you get one and you hang on to them. Don't let them go.
I agree. Now, of course, some of them gonna say, "Well, it's a distraction now," or "It's this, is that he's moving too fast." What would you say to those people that's judging him from that aspect? He's too young, or you know how people are.
I mean, my grandparents got married when they were in their teens anyway. I mean, that was a different time. But I mean, I feel like me myself, I would say, wait a little bit. But if it's working for them, let it work for them. I'm not the judge. You know.
Exactly. Exactly. So shout out to Travis Hunter on that engagement, as everybody just informed me, because I didn't know until now, to the live, that Travis Hunter is engaged. And I agree. I just feel like, as I said before, if Travis Hunter not on the football field, he's either playing the game or he's with his woman. You know what I'm saying? And so obviously he cares about her. Obviously, it's not a distraction when you are one of the, well, not one of, the only football player with the most snaps of 2023 amongst any football player. So going both ways, never getting off the football field. So I mean, that's definitely not a distraction. And what he's doing now, as far as the Marine training and laughing during the drills,
It
it's
don't
not
look like it's phasing them.
exactly.
I don't think he should get married now. Maybe 2, 3 years. They 24, 25, whatever. I mean, maybe not now, but the idea of popping a question and that's showing some type of commitment.
Exactly. So we have a few that want to chime in. Is there any final things you would like to say?
Skull Buffs, God bless everybody. I'm out of here.
Appreciate you, bro. Definitely chime back in with us.
You got it.
Saban tucked his tail and ran. He monopolized the front running recruits for years, 100%. Eric, I don't know who that was in the background. I tried to bring you in. You may have to bag out and then try to come back in. I'm gonna reshare the link. Travis, his slow down, my guy, slow down. Johnny Manziel, prime example. Travis, slow down, my guy. Oh, you trying to say slow down? I can't say that though, because again, I mean, this is the love of his life. So, you know, It's great to find you some behind what they always say, behind a great man, there's an even better woman, or behind a great man, something like that. It's a great woman. So, um, salute to him. Because as I said before, it doesn't phase him. Because now, if it was another player where he's not showing up on time or he's not training hard, then yeah, I would say okay, maybe you're moving fast. But for Travis, congratulations. All holes plugged in line, other weaknesses. She's been there before the fame. Yeah, exactly. I'm sure Coach Prime coaching him about life too. Travis Hunter is a stud. Happy for him. I think he's too young. It is what it is. Not knocking him. I mean, some people believe getting married young is too young, but I've known actually my high school teacher um, was married in high school. I think she said something about that. So I mean, people get married young. So Travis, I can't question Travis though. Who am I to question Travis Hunter? So um, he found the love of his life, and I say that because this is somebody with big NIL deals. We just got through speaking about NIL deals, and we're gonna continue the video in a second. These video slides in a second, but um, Travis Hunter has the money to do whatever he want to do, the money to go out there and get whatever he want. The attention, the fame, but he'd rather have this woman, that he's been with, like you said, like someone said before the fame. So I don't see nothing wrong with that. If in fact, if I would have known before this live, I would have made a video about it and gave him a lot of salutes to that. She stuck with him through the ups and downs. Queen E said, yes, congratulations, Travis E. I love 100%. Sunfire Brown, I'm loving that badge. She says, I got a little upset with Well Off Media yesterday. I'm getting tired of seeing the jewelry, hats, and glasses for sale. This is why I think they get a lot of negative comments. Travis is a real one. Yeah, I can definitely understand you on that. A lot of times, especially with the way the season went last year, you want to try to keep it, as good as you can. As far as, well, I'm not gonna say that. You want to try to keep it majority on football, but what he does as far as the jewelry, hats, and stuff, it honestly doesn't bother me. I can see why it upsets you, because you feel like it brings in negative vibes from people like that's not like me and you that support Colorado. I agree with you 100%. It can become a distraction, for most people, but you know, um, they working though, they grinding, and I agree though. I just feel like everything should definitely be all football, but you know, well off, been well off before that. We're gonna get to that as well. I'm glad you said this because I have some slides where we're gonna speak about that particular topic. Well off, been well off, so it's kind of like he's being himself. So you know, but I see what you're saying. Us girls know which men will have potential. She peeped that first and remain patient. I want to see Prime be more vocal during games with his staff. We need to see better in game adjustments than last year. They kept doing something last year that wasn't working. That has to change. Yes. High school sweetheart. Yes, exactly. High school sweethearts. You took the words out of my mouth. That's what I want to say. That's real. Unfortunately, it didn't happen for me, but it's possible. She's right with him. Business savvy, educated. Mama Tia says Travis and his girlfriend has been together for quite some time. His fiance and his ties things as a family. She has her master's or either working on it. 100%. You're absolutely right, Mama Tia. It's real. Why wait? Congratulations. Shows Travis Hunter dedication to faith, family, and football. Why would he wait 3 years? That makes no sense. Wasn't these Power 5 schools giving money way before the collectors and NIL? 100%. 100%. And they was doing it, and then even some of the times getting caught doing it. So I agree. He's focused. He has a YouTube channel showing he can do it all. Why change? All right, so we're gonna get into the next slide. There's no way I'm gonna be able to catch up with everybody. So let's see. I think we right here.
I want all these guys to shine. Like, one of the biggest attributes into signing with us is they know I want them to go pro. I want them to shine with all means. Like, I want you guys to graduate with honors and own businesses and do your doggone thing. I want the best for you that could possibly happen. Oh, you men and women. That's truly who I am. That's truly how I get down. So with my young men that play for me, I'm like, I never met a kid that said he don't want any more followers. I haven't met one of those yet. Maybe there's some in here, but I haven't met a football player say he don't want any more followers. So I said, guess what we're going to do, son? We're going to put the handles on the back of the jersey. He said, what? I said, not only that, I want to do it in the game. Well, he said, Coach Prime, you can't do it in the game. I said, well, what about pregame? Well, you could probably do it in pregame, but not the game. So we even had it at Jackson in pregame.
Yeah.
And then we even put the handles on the back of the coaches' shirts, whatever we were going to wear that game.
I think that's phenomenal right there. Coach Prime is a marketing genius. He knows how to gain publicity. He knows how to also help those with him rise as well. And I think that's what makes him just phenomenal. It's because of his impact that he brings as far as being a coach. You know, he mentioned that some of the games, pre-games, he have those guys have their Instagram @ or whatever tag they may have on the back of their jersey. And that's great, you know, because if I'm an NFL scout and I see number 45, let's say, for an example, he does something, because with the NFL, it can be something small from an NFL scout. If I'm an NFL scout, I may like a certain player just because of the way he looks. You know what I'm saying? And if I want to know who that is, I don't have to walk down and ask him anything. You know, if I want to know about that person or that player, I don't have to go and ask the coaches. I can just look at the back of their jersey, see the ad. I can follow him. Okay, this is the type of person he is. What is he posting? You know what I'm saying? That's great. And then if you are a coach with that you know what I'm saying? If it's a recruit or a player that want to come and be a running back, oh, Coach Flea, what's his ad? Oh, that's his ad. Let me go follow him on Instagram. Bam. I'm gonna hit him up and see if how I can enroll and be a running back for you. So it's great marketing. I mean, it can't get no better than that. You know what I'm saying? I never would have even thought of that. Coach Prime is truly a walking business without a building. 100%. Matthew facts, he's showing where his work has earned him. People forget the videos of him struggling. Keep up the good work, fam. Appreciate you, Jason. I really hope Kamani breaks out this year. I want him to lock things up. He might be better at safety because his recovery speed is not the greatest, but if he works on that this offseason, he's coming. Yes, Kamani is coming. You know, Kamani is coming for sure. You know, so don't think for one bit he's not coming. Hef, what's going on? Mama Tia says, I haven't seen Bucky ask for a copyright, please. Deion Sanders Jr. doesn't have to change. We're here because of him. Coach Prime is really big on negativity. God is good. Good is good. I have to say that. Yeah, 100%. And one thing what Sunfire Brown was saying is she doesn't have a problem with anything Well Off Media is posting. I want to make sure that 98 people that's watching the live understands what she's saying. She's not saying it's a problem. She's just saying that she just hope, or she don't like it because she don't want the audience to add more negativity. But like Coach Prime says, when we get to the upcoming slides, as I told her, just be patient because we're gonna play that clip of Well Off Media explaining this topic we're talking about right now. But what I'm saying and what she's saying is that she just don't want it to be a distraction. But she has no problem with Well Off Media. Obviously, everybody that watch my channel know where I stand as far as Well Off Media go. So I don't, have to mention anything on that. But yeah, she didn't mean it in that way. Frank says Coach Sanders is keenly aware of his new era in college football and is adapting very quickly. Yeah, Frank, that's what I think that makes him just so amazing, is that he can adapt to the time period that we in right now as far as the era, the new generation. And he was able to do it back then when it wasn't as popular. You know, that prime time, that tag, he was famous before this, you know, and so he spoke about those things as well in these slides we're going to get to. So yeah, he's a genius. People forget Well Off is a personal channel. If they only want football, go to a football page. 100%. Still wearing the elastic draws on your forehead, huh? His speed wasn't bad, but it was his freshman year adjusting to the overall speed of college game. If Sanders doesn't have a winning season in 2024, peeps aren't going to have to worry about leaving. He would get fired. Never, 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 never will someone like that get fired, because you have to understand the world. Well, the United States evolve around. What do you think the United States evolve around? You know what I'm saying? So, Mike, I want you to answer that question, and then, well, forget it. The world revolves around money. Do you realize how much money Coach Prime has brought to Colorado? So, I mean, why? And not only that, but you say that if he doesn't have a winning season, I mean, in my opinion, last season was a winning season. There was only 2 games where they really got really beat bad. Every other game they was within 7. To me, that's a winning season versus being 1-11, you know, and getting blown out. And we're gonna get into all that in a second, because I have slides about some of these topics we're talking about right now. So, if anything, people are going to want to come and grab Coach Prime from Colorado. That's the thing that most people should worry about, you know. But he's comfortable where he's at. He's many times he's pretty much said those things. I do not have a problem with Bucky marketing his products. If someone isn't interested, just keep moving. That's what he was doing before. 100%. I agree, and that's why I said I want to make sure you guys understood what Miss Sunflower Brown was saying. She wasn't saying she had a problem with that. She just don't want it to become a distraction. But people are going to hate you regardless. You know, I'm not flashing right now, but there's some people that hate me just because. So I don't have a problem with Bucky marketing his products as well, flashing jewelry, showing luxury cars. I have no problem with that as well, because at the end of the day, people are going to like you and people are going to hate you. Kamani gets better this year. Buffs defense will take off. Trust me. Yes, if Kamani McLean can lock down his side of the field with Travis Hunt on the opposite side, this defense is going to be phenomenal. The trenches is a lot bigger now. I mean, I can't wait to see this all come together. One thing that people miss, zero off the field issues in Boulder from the players. Coach Prime is developing good citizens as players. Dennis is out there firsthand. Dennis is out there firsthand, man. This is somebody that's walking around Boulder. He knows what goes on. Appreciate you, Mama Tia. Stop hating. Coach Prime for president. Mike is a super extreme hater. Yeah. I mean, it's no point of hating. Proud of you, Mag Dog. You inspire many. Represents the VBG. Big ups from the Catfish Capital, Mississippi Delta. Yeah, appreciate you 100%, man. 100%. That's my goal, is continue to bring positivity, man. That's all we about on this channel. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like what Malcolm is wearing, why does your focus? Yeah, that's the thing. That's another example. You know, I'm wearing clothes with Colorado gear on, and somebody don't like it. So that's why I say I don't have a problem with what Well Off Media is doing, because people are going to hate you regardless. Prime example. You know, prime example, man. Me wearing this fit right here, you know, and what is it? You know what I'm saying? I look good. I feel good, you know, and people don't like it. So that's why I say, if you are well off media, Shador Sanders, and you love that jury, show it, because people are going to hate you anyway. So let's get to the next slide.
But everybody's talking about NIL.
Right.
Say NIL. That's all you see. I want all these guys to shine. Like and we even put the handles on the back of the coaches, shirts, whatever.
How do you guys incorporate your individual personalities while being under the umbrella of the CU football brand?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, this is what I want y'all to hear right here.
How do you guys incorporate your individual personalities while being under the umbrella of the CU football brand?
Yeah.
Great question. I'm always first and foremost aware of his brand because that's why I'm here. And you never want to do anything in conflict with what he would do or what's in the best interest of the school. And I think from that point, your own personality, clicks in. It's what I was saying earlier. I can interview player X, Bucky can interview player X, and it's two different interviews because we're two different people. Mm-hmm. And that's what comes out in the channels and in content.
That's great. We're going to keep it going. They're just talking about how they able to showcase the difference as far as identity. But I want you guys to hear Well Off Media answer, because we're talking about Well Off Media right now. And let me just let him talk right now.
Well, you have different identities. Like he has Coach Prime, he has Prime Time, he has Deion Sanders. So you kind of have different identities. And then we were raised a specific way. So we're real conscious of just how to act and how to present yourself and how to protect the brand, protect the identity, and most importantly, protect him, because he's the only reason I'm here doing what I'm doing. So if I can make him look good and keep his image clean, I'm doing the same for the school also. So at the school, only this is allowed. You can't do this, can't do that. And it's just we do this so much every day, it's really just embedded in us. It's not really anything to think about.
Like, I don't have to tape something and I say something stupid and I worry about it going out. He's like, I got that, don't worry about it. Yeah. Neely's like, I got it. They know not to put me out there with my pants down. They know better than that.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, you guys just you never know, man. I'm telling you guys, I do my homework. Everything we're talking about right now, I had the video for. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the highlight of this team. This Coach Prime and Well Off Media and Reach the People Media, and we didn't even mention Reach the People Media. Make sure we mention him because he does a phenomenal job as well, man. So that is why I highlight those things in my videos and this live. So I clearly love me some Well Off Media, man, and those guys do a phenomenal job. So Crystal in the house. Shout out to Crystal, a longtime supporter. She says, "Mag Dog, I'm late." Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. We still have a few more slides, but we're just talking right now about everything as far as Well Off Media and Coach Prime. They doing a phenomenal job, and Sunfire Brown says, "Thank you. Show yourself doing something for the community besides what your perceives are buying you. It just seems selfish and unnecessary. What about the less fortunate guys on the team?" My response to that is that, again, you have to. Me coming from as a former player, I'm gonna get to you in a second. Me coming as a former player, man. You have people that have more than you. You have it's that's why I love the game of football, because you're around different personalities, different races, black, white, north side, south side. None of that matters. It's not as big of a difference. I'm gonna get to you in a second, Calvin. Where they come in at. It's not football is not that football is not that. It's not class. It's not rocket science. You know what I'm saying? It's fun. It's the best years of your life. And what Well Off Media is doing, he's not on the team as far as playing the game of football. But even if he was, it's not that serious because you have different styles of people. Think about Antonio Brown for an example. I hate to use him as an example, but you play with these type of people. You know what I'm saying? And you have to be able to adapt. You know what I'm saying? And so, do I think that it's selfish? Not. I can't say it's selfish because without well-off media, there's no me. I will be somewhere making travel videos. I mean, I'm similar to well-off media as far as I've been doing this before Coach Prime, but it was a different type of subject. I was doing traveling, but there's no me. There's no reach the people media. You know, I mean, Coach Prime gonna always be Coach Prime, but well-off media is doing so much. You know what I'm saying? If it's no well-off media, I can't even imagine how football would be. Because with well-off media, it makes it so much enjoyable. It's like Hard Knocks, being able to see the back end, of football and life. And what well-off media always say in his videos is that he is who he is. He always been that way on camera and off camera. And I think a lot of times people, and everybody has a right to feel the way they feel, as far as judging, but you can't never judge a book by its cover, because I can tell you that firsthand because I am a content creator that follows Colorado Buffs. I am a content creator that uses well-off media videos, reach the people media videos as I'm breaking down my content. Even though it's fair use, they can still protect their content. If well-off media was selfish, I have to say that's incorrect, because if well-off media was selfish, he could pretty much eliminate all content creators under Colorado Buffs and just be like the normal group of people when they're at the higher level and just copyright everybody. There's people out there that protects their content, and don't allow you to do anything. There wouldn't be no Big Dog Chico. John the Liquidor, I think he's another content creator. Life and Football. You know, um, so I mean, to say that he's selfish, 100%, he's not selfish. He's just someone that loves jewelry. He loves, you know, he enjoyed where he at in his life. You know what I'm saying? And so, and I don't think it's a distraction, because at the end of the day, what you do on the football field is what matters. Jewelry, all that stuff don't matter once you strap up those cleats. You know what I'm saying? And you put on that helmet. None of those things matter. So I understand what you're saying, though. Everybody have a right, to feel the way they feel. But I can tell you firsthand, just my personal opinion. Everybody can have their own opinion, but my personal opinion, well-off media is not selfish. I'm just telling you based off of my personal opinion. I've been a content creator that made travel videos, and because they have over 100-something thousand subscribers, they try to block my content because of this or because of that. If someone was selfish, they would want all the money, they would want all the fame, they would want all the attention. And you can't really say that with well-off media, because he allows everybody around him to eat. You know what I'm saying? Um, he helps some of the players. Dylan Edwards, for an example, he helps some of those guys with their YouTube channel. There's a lot of things that well-off media does on the back end that people don't really know. Why I know, because I mean, I pretty much follow these guys a lot, pretty much. So, but yes, he's not selfish at all. Calvin, appreciate you for the super chat, man. Sorry about that. He says you good guy, Mag Dog. 100% Calvin, man. I definitely appreciate that. Krista says hit the like button. Yeah, man, y'all hit the like button. I forgot to even mention that. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button. Appreciate you, Krista. I love Bucky and his contents. It makes me feel that I am there. Go Buffs. I know it. I mean, Bucky's content makes you feel like you know these guys. You know what I'm saying? And you never even saw them in person. Now, for granted, some of those guys I've interviewed, but it makes you feel like you know some of those guys for sure. In losing situations, those emotions and human nature will show. Guys will get jealous because they don't have it. You're losing, but still flashing jewelry and money. You will be okay in 3 years, not them. Yeah, everybody is motivated different. You know, um, I can relate. Every time I drop bars, I get trolled. It doesn't bother me. I work hard every day. I'm going to support until I can't anymore. 100%. Same here. I'm a definitely support these guys till the wheel fall off. You know what I'm saying? So, but everybody have a right to feel the way they feel, man. I just know he's not selfish though. That's 100%. I haven't forgotten about those who wants to go to Boulder this year. I will go through the channel. Well, that's fine. We just have to agree to agree, and that's for all the negative comments in the chat. I still think it's a bit much. 100% Sunfire Brown. You are a loyal subscriber, and you have a right to have your own opinion. On the things that we're talking about right now. And I know that doesn't make you a bad person. You just like what you like, and you don't like what you don't like. You know what I'm saying? But I do feel like Well-Off, he just being himself. So let's continue to slide.
Team meeting here at the university, walking out. Obviously, a lot of those players didn't stay because the confidence that you had kind of pushed them out. A lot of people in the media would say egotistical, but you described it as confidence.
If I walk into this room and say, look, I'm bringing some students in here that want this. I mean, I don't know where you sit. I don't know where you stand. I don't know where you are. I don't know where you're located. I don't know your address or your phone number or your zip code. But I'm getting ready to bring some students in here that want this. Bam. Now, how bad do you want it? How bad do you really want it? I mean, do you really want this? You say you do. You talk like it. You act like it. You look like it. Your presence like you really want it. But do you really want this? Because I'm about to bring some people in here that really do. Now, how many of you going to quit just because I said that? That's what it was. That's what I said, but I used a different terminology. I'm bringing my Louis.
See, that's 100%. And people was trying to judge Coach Prime. So you're going to always have people feel the way they feel. But I agree with Coach Prime. As far as this first session of this video, I mean, if someone tells you, hey, I'm bringing my bag in this Louis and I'm doing this, I'm doing that. If you motivated, if you've been playing, if you feel confident in your skills, that ain't going to bother you. Why would you feel that it's ego? Shania says, everything in life, someone will have more. You're going to walk around and hate everyone with more. Yeah, everybody going to always have more. If anything, if you see something they have, like for an example, Well-Off Media has over 200, 300 something thousand subscribers. I'm a content creator, right? I love the game of football. You know what? You know how I look at it? Man, I need to grind. I need to work harder. I need to show up to the facility. I need to do this and that. I need to perfect my craft. That's how I look at it. I don't look at it like, oh man, no, F that, or jealous and hate. When I see somebody that have more than me, if it's something that, and even if it ain't that, like let's say for an example, somebody have driving a Lamborghini, you know what I'm saying, and I know I want that. Instead of me looking at it like, oh, I don't like that or something like that, I'm gonna go approach them and ask a few questions, like, what do? You know what I'm saying? Even if they brush me off, they may tell me something that I can go back home and be like, okay, this is what he did. He ain't tell me everything, but this might be X, Y, and Z to help me get that. You know what I'm saying? So I never look at people that have more than me and hate on them. You know what I'm saying? I like to see what they doing to get where they at. You know what I'm saying? And how I can do it better than what they're doing because I'm confident in myself. He struggled with his brand in the beginning. He has worked hard and made it. Have you thought maybe he's showing young people that they can do the same without having to do something illegal? 100%. You couldn't have said it any better. He struggled in the beginning, and now he's able to have some success. He have a right to be happy. Chanel all day. Thank you for that, MagDog TV. I love your positivity as always. 100%. Even though we disagree, and that's what I love about the channel. Even though we disagree, we still being respectful with it. Because at the end of the day, everybody has a right and freedom to feel the way they feel. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's still all love, man. You know what I'm saying? It's all love. Sunflower, oh no, we respect your decision. Exactly. In opinions, you're definitely loved. 100%. You're one of my favorite subscribers that I have. You know, you rocking the badge. You know what I'm saying? You are a part of my brand. So, you know, I 100% respect your opinions. Facts is getting hated on. Mama Tia called you sunflower. That's beautiful. And it's great that, you know, to feel that way, man, and still show positivity. So facts, Mad Dog, I'm quick to ask that question. So let's continue the slides. Because Coach Prime, he spoke about something else too.
But that comes with the territory, because if I didn't experience love, I wouldn't know what hate is. If I didn't experience hate, I wouldn't know how to identify love. So that comes with the territory, and that comes with us. That's why hiring offensive defensive coordinators this season it was tenuous at first, because you got to find somebody who can handle that fire, who can handle that storm, who can handle those young men and handle the height of everything and the lowest of low.
That's great right there. I mean, I'll have to listen to that one more time. Coach Prime, definitely.
But that comes with the territory, because if I didn't experience love, I wouldn't know what hate is. If I didn't experience hate, I wouldn't know how to identify love. So that comes with the territory, and that comes with us. That's why hiring offensive defensive coordinators this season it was tenuous at first, because you got to find somebody who can handle that fire, who can handle that storm, who can handle those young men and handle the height of everything and the lowest of low.
That's great right there. If I didn't know what love is, I wouldn't know what hate is. You know what I'm saying? That's absolutely great. But we're gonna continue the slide. Then we have another topic.
It's obviously so much hype around you in the football program, but like with that, like just looking on like Instagram and like there was still like hate and like comments.
There'll always be hate.
Right, but like these like, oh, this is just a 4-8 team, or like especially you guys had the 3-0 start and then like gave us hope, and then there was so much hate online. How did you get like your players to, I guess, deal with that or like kind of zone that out?
Some couldn't. Some didn't deal with it well. But more so than anything, coaches need to understand how to lead in the midst of adversity. And I didn't like that. I could deal with a young man not dealing with adversity, or a young woman. But when a grown man has a problem, when the heat is on him, I got a problem with that. Because first of all, I'm in front. You know, the only time the bullets are hitting you is they missing me. Okay, so.
You know, that's great right there. The biggest thing was, you know, Coach Prime didn't see some of the things he wanted to see from the coaches. It wasn't the players, because players gonna be players. You know, they're gonna be let down a lot of times, but you want the leaders, and he even mentioned himself, you want their chest up, you know, you want them smiling, you want them happy, you want them understanding adversity is gonna come. And that's in life. You know what I'm saying? You go 3-0, then you end up 4-8. That's life. You have a lot of money one day, you have a good job, you know, 4 or 5 months later, you're jobless. It's life. How are you gonna look at it? Is you gonna, you know, start, you know, stealing or doing things you shouldn't do, or are you gonna continually be a better person? You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at what Coach Prime said. The narrative needs to be changed that you should be ashamed or run down your accomplishment in fear of looking a certain way. Yeah, you want to be you want to be you at the end of the day. That's what I get from Coach Prime. You know, be you. You know what I'm saying? That's what I get from him. Regardless if he go to a HBCU predominantly black, he's gonna still be himself. If he goes to Colorado where it's more white, he's still gonna be himself. At the end of the day, be yourself, man. People gonna like you, they like you, they're gonna hate you, they hate you. But I don't see why, you know, people are the way they are, but you guys gotta understand it's just the way life goes. DW in the house. Salute to DW. Showing back to the live, man. We have some Chinese supporters, I guess. I can't read those things. But hey, salute to you. If you understand English, salute to you. You know what I'm saying? Rocking with you, man. Rocking with you. You lose your job and your first reaction is stealing. Who thinks that way? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, I mean, if you lose your job, what are you going to do? You're going to be a better person, or are you going to do things and try to get, lose distraction? Is what I'm saying. And that's what Coach Prime is saying. We went 3-0, ended up 4-8, but we understand adversity is going to come. What I say in addition or a symbol as far as the saying, what I get out of that is you have a good job, you're making a lot of money, you get fired. What are you going to do? You're going to quit on yourself, or are you going to continually put in other applications? You're going to become a better person, a version of yourself, or are you going to do things you shouldn't do, like stealing, robbing, and all of those things? So, yeah, you definitely want to stand with that pro Japanese. Much love, man. We have a Japanese that's following Colorado Buffs football that's from Japanese. Actually, I have a supporter that's from Korea as well. You know what I'm saying? That's how big this impact of Coach Prime is. And you guys understand that. This man or woman, I don't know, is from Japanese. And following Coach Prime, man. Much love to you. Much love to you. Hello, my brother. What some see as bragging, others will see as inspiration. Yes. Yeah, because what I see from Well Off Media is inspiration. You know, Shador Sanders as well. All them different Lamborghinis he have. You know, that's inspiration for me. You know, I only bring jealousy because we see it so much with human nature. Less fortunate will have disdain for the fortunate most of the time. If you're losing, this type of player can destroy your locker room. Yeah, I mean, not only that, but I feel like if you create a football team with no flaws, it's not going to be a good team. You know, having a team with different backgrounds, different flaws, different styles of people, it's what makes football enjoyable. It makes football what it is because it brings everybody together, and we're all improving in life together. You know what I'm saying? But with one goal, that's to win a national championship. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, that's the main objective. Please support the channel by giving a like. Yeah, 100%, man. If you guys like this channel, if you guys follow, and again, I understand there's going to be 107 of you, maybe 7, 8 may hit the like button. I'm cool with it because I understand how the world works, man. You know, and those that's loyal, that really, really support me, I definitely appreciate you 100%. From Japanese, where that's at. Japanese, where that's at. Where's that? Japan. Okay, Japan, translate to English. Yeah, translate that to English because I don't know. I know Spanish a little. Mi español es un poco, pero estudiar español ahora cada día. You know, as I told y'all, man, I definitely know some Spanish because my goal before this was to travel. Welcome all the way from Japan. So that's pretty much all the clips. You know, I want to talk to you guys, see how you guys been. It's been a while. And as I said before, we are a few months away from the spring game. And I cannot wait. You know, I haven't been as more excited to see what the campus look like from, finally getting a chance to see what the campus looks like. Meet some of the players that I interviewed. Thanking Well Off Media if I can get up close on him, shaking his hand, man, thanking him for allowing me to be myself, with this content, and just seeing the type of product Coach Prime has brought to Colorado, firsthand. So it's gonna be fun, man, and then showing you guys my style of recording without being where I'm at right now, sitting down. So it's gonna be a great year. But we're gonna play all these clips. I'm gonna see if you guys have a few more comments, and then we're gonna get up out of here. We have a lot expecting for the channel. As I said before, 20,000 subscribers. It means a lot to me. And just sit back and wait and enjoy the show. Frank says, I want to see some of the promising young players to persevere through their time at Colorado and not go to the portal. 100%. I want to see that as well. What I love about Kamani McLean, he had every right to hit that portal, every right to hit that transfer portal because he's a 5-star, didn't play as much, but he still stayed because that's something to say now in this generation. Players hit that portal quick. You even have players hit the portal that played good for the team and still leave. So for Kamani McLean to stay put and not complain, it makes me want to see him succeed more, having that mindset, because that's very rare in today's generation. They see your success, but your struggles. It's crazy how you have to be humble and you have to do this for something you work hard to earn. Yeah, we went from Japan to Spanish. Smash the like button. Yeah, smash that like button, y'all. Smash that like button. Yeah, I had to speak some Spanish because I love the Spanish countries, and I've been practicing, so I want to kind of see if I still how am I doing, because I practice Spanish every day. So that was a practice moment. We have trolls. Oh yes, I already know. I already know, and I'm glad they're here because without them, I wouldn't be where I am either. I want to know how Prime is going to work out playing that time with crowded wide receivers. Oh, that's going to be very, very difficult. Oh man, it's so many guys I could mention that should be able to start, but you throw them out there in spring at the spring game, and you tell them, "Hey, best man wins." Blessings on your life. May this year be a prosperous one for you, your family, in Jesus' name. Yeah, amen. 100%. Without him, without God, Jesus, I wouldn't be where I am today. And um, he has allowed me to make this content and still share my love for the game of football, man. And so I can't do any of those things. I don't mention, and thank him as much as I should, but he knows for sure that I'm very thankful for that, man, for sure. I agree. I was excited before the TCU. It's even more exciting now. Yes, I was excited before that TCU game, but now it's even more exciting because just everything that's around. And as I said before, the things that Well Off Media is sharing with us and Reach the People Media, it makes it even more exciting because we get that content every day. I don't know how to pronounce that. It's always the lazy-minded people who don't want to put in the work to receive that blessing, who criticize another man's blessings. Shout out to Crystal. As I said before, she's a long-time supporter, man. Always been supporting the channel. I remember names. I can tell you that for sure. She says, you're on your way. Keep up the good work. Bless you. 100%. Thanks a lot. Thank you a lot. And that's the goal, I'm saying, to be on my way to some great things. I want to hit 100K subscribers, and that's my goal, but thank you a lot, Crystal. My boy finally caught you alive. No, Nody in the house, man. Another long time supporter that always stop by, show love to the channel, man. I'm telling you, it's a lot of y'all. I have some of the best supporters, man, that I feel like that's possible, man, because everybody is positive. We have a few people that that play that trolling game, but for the most part, man, everybody is locked in. Some of y'all, man, I like to meet in person, man. I'm telling you, it's rare. We in a society now where it's rare to meet people with positive vibes, man. And so that stuff mean a lot to me for sure. Shout out to DW. Appreciate you for the super chat. That's definitely appreciative. 100%. I'm taking all of that with me whenever I go to Colorado in April. So I can tell you guys right now, that's definitely helpful. That little things like that means a lot to me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, much love, DW. The season going to be amazing. The boys look motivated and healthy. Yes, I agree with you 100%. It's so many players look so much better now. This is your year. Yeah, thank you. Y'all as well, man. Whatever y'all doing, man. Same thing goes for y'all. Just keep grinding. and do what you do. Patrice says, love your commentary. Can't wait to see you down in Boulder. Yes, I can't wait to see me down in Boulder as well, because I feel like I've been saying this a lot last year, and now it's finally here. Very excited, very, very excited. It's going to be fun for sure. Canton, Mississippi next weekend, 70 degrees. Boulder, Colorado, 33. Do you think Sanders is comfortable with the weather? I mean, I can't go off of what I think. I have to go off of what I saw when I reacted to Coach Prime's interview where he spoke about this question. He loved it. And, he's been going, matter of fact, just give me a second. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it for you. Just give me 1 second as we get ready to close. For those that want to close, you're definitely welcome to go ahead and close now. But I want to show this person. I want to show this person something real quick. You have a question about, do Coach Prime love the weather? But yeah, he absolutely loved it. Just give me a second. I'm finna show you right now. And then we're going to close the live. I'm actually taking this video clip where I saw Coach Prime. Well, yeah, he loving it. He loving it. He actually had to answer Skip Bayless, because Skip Bayless asked him that question. And he said he loved it. You don't get a chance to see the snow and things like that. So let's see if I can get this. If I can get this clip. But yeah, he loved the weather. 100%. What about y'all, man? Do y'all like the cold, hot? I can adapt. I can adapt. But me personally, I prefer to be warm. I hate being cold. Like right now, it's not cold, but I hate to be cold, if that makes sense. So I like to I can tell you guys right now, when I go to Boulder, and if it's 33 degrees, I'm going to be bundled up for sure, because I can't stand the cold. So the video loading right now. I'm going to show you, I'm going to let you see this clip of Coach Prime. Oh, I pray that God still covers you from head to toes, that you remain healthy. Yeah, same to you, Patrice. 100%. 100%. Everything has been going well as far as me go, and I'm thankful for it. And that's same for you. Coach Prime is hitting on the ski resorts in Boulder. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get right now. It's loading. It's loading right now. I'm gonna show them, and then we're gonna get ready to close the live. Yeah, Coach Prime is skiing right now as you ask that question. Give me a second. It's loading. Almost done. So I'm gonna remove my camera so you guys can see it. Coach Prime was just vacationing in the ops of Boulder. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get right now. I'm trying to show them so they can see.
Obviously, so much hype.
First of all, let's make sure the fit right. You ain't going nowhere without the fit right. Let me spin for you a little bit. Thank you. See you ski team. Got me hooked up. Fine. Waiting on Bucky, trying to be a good dad. This is unbelievable. Yeah, you gotta get this shot right here. Wow.
Real deal Christmas trees.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Oh, you gotta stop, man. You gotta try to stop on us, man.
No, don't have this at the speed post.
Now, it's you know what I'm saying?
You gotta try to stop on us, man.
Yeah, I like this. Okay, this is a football helmet? Hey, that's hard.
Yeah.
Hey, that's hard. It's pretty cool.
All right, you ready?
You confused.
Yeah, I don't want my own. I
I was like, what kind of helmet did you bring? He's like, football helmet? I was like, no, man.
Is it sanctioned?
And they got the, say, that's genius.
That's right.
So as you guys see, man, those guys having fun. I mean, it makes me want to go out there and do some of that. So, yeah. So that answered the questions. If Coach Prime enjoying the weather, so you saw Well Off Media, you know, with the nice chain, stunning, you know, like the song say, stunning like my daddy, man. That's awesome. So we're gonna close the live on that right there, man. I'm gonna play all the clips. If you guys want to sit here and watch the whole clips, that's fine. I will have a link as far as Well Off Media, the full link in the description of this classroom discussion with Professor Prime. Appreciate you guys for stopping by, man. Make sure you guys hit the like button, and I hope you guys have a amazing rest of your weekend. Go Buffs.
6 after the spring, but we already got these young men already on standby, or we already are thinking that these young men may jump into the portal from wherever they are, and we need those positions fulfilled. But with youngsters now, say we have a freshman. Only a few freshmen played for us last year and played handsomely with playing time. Now, if they don't challenge to have a starting position in the spring, most likely those kids are going to jump in the portal and want to go somewhere else. So now you're left. So what we rather do is go get sophomore in college, a sophomore student that understands the bus stops, understand what time the class starts, to understand where they're going to eat, understand the meal time, understand how this stuff works, and we don't have to worry about them introducing. Oh, what's Big Phil? Excuse me, Chidozie. He's like 5'11", about 285. He's just a rock, and he walks like his arms are bow-legged, right? I was walking like that all day, right? And I was teasing him, but I was like, NFL scouts, you better get this man because they're going to think he's a little short. But right now I'm selling him. I want them to understand that he got it. And I want to start off early, putting that, impregnating that in their mind, because we got supposedly the first and second pick of the whole draft, Shador and Travis. So every NFL scout is coming down. But they're not just going to come for that, because I want them to see the smorgasbord of players that we have and the operation that we have. So I just glean from whatever I feel. I don't. But everybody's talking about NIL.
Right.
Say NIL. That's all you've seen. All these college athletes, and you named 5 people. This is not NIL. This is not the day of NIL. That's what it's supposed to be. Mm-hmm. But it's collectives. And that's where it went wrong instead of staying right. I wish it was NIL so the kids could earn it, because now you got a ball for a CEO to invest in you. You think I'm going to have, just say, $100 million company, and I'm going to invest in a college kid that I don't know nothing about,
right,
and he could be in a deer in a headlight and get drunk after the game, and now my company brand is on it. There's no way. So you kind of wait till those kids kind of prove to you that they can handle the light, they can handle the stage, they can handle the opportunity. Then you may afford to give them that. But we're talking about, I want all these guys to shine. Like, one of the biggest attributes into signing with us is they know I want them to go pro. I want them to shine with all means. Like, I want you guys to graduate with honors and own businesses and do your doggone thing. I want the best for you that could possibly happen. Oh, you men and women. That's truly who I am. That's truly how I get down. So with my young men that play for me, I'm like, I had never met a kid that say he don't want any more followers. I haven't met one of those yet. Maybe there's some in here, but I haven't met a football player say he don't want any more followers. So I said, guess what we're gonna do, son? We're gonna put the handles on the back of the jersey. He said, what? I said, not only that, I want to do it in the game. Well, he said, Coach Prime, you can't do it in the game. I said, well, what about pregame? Well, you could probably do it in pregame, but not the game. So we even had it at Jackson in pregame.
Yeah.
And then we even put the handles on the back of the coaches. Shirts, whatever we were going to wear that game when we were at Jackson as well. Because if we're out there balling and we're kicking everyone's butt, somebody say, shoot, I want to go play running back for them. It's running back coach right there, at Coach Flea. And after the game,
How do you guys incorporate your individual personalities while being under the umbrella of the CU football brand?
yeah.
Great question. I'm always first and foremost aware of his brand because that's why I'm here. And you never want to do anything in conflict with what he would do or what's in the best interest of the school. And I think from that point, your own personality, clicks in. It's what I was saying earlier. I can interview player X, Bucky can interview player X, and it's two different interviews because we're two different people.
When you have different identities, like he has Coach Prime, he has Prime Time, he has Deion Sanders, so you kind of have different identities. And then we were raised in a specific way, so we're real conscious of just how to act and how to present yourself and how to protect the brand, protect the identity, and most importantly, protect him, because he's the only reason I'm here doing what I'm doing. So if I can make him look good and keep his image clean, I'm doing the same for the school also. So at the school, only this is allowed. You can't do this, can't do that. And it's just we do this so much every day, it's really just embedded in us. It's not really anything to think about.
Like, I don't have to tape something and I say something stupid and I worry about it going out. He's like, I got that, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Neely's like, I got it. They know not to put me out there with my pants down.